I turned 27 years old recently. You always hear that your 20s are going to be some of the best years of your life. Somehow I'm in my late 20s already, and it's got me thinking about a lot of things. I don't necessarily have any regrets because my 20s have been alright. I just kind of thought I had more time, but I still have 3 more years before I'm 30, and a lot can change in 3 years. A chance to rescue my 20s. Ever since graduating college, I feel like I don't have any hobbies anymore. It feels like all I've ever worked on is my career, but growing up, I had a pretty niche set of interests. All I was doing was taekwondo and chess. In my senior year of high school, I went to Taipei for the World Juniors Taekwondo Championships. And in the same year, I went to Norway for the World Chess Olympiad 2014. That year was a culmination of an entire childhood of training in taekwondo and chess.
Go! Turning safety. One more.
I learned taekwondo directly from my dad. We owned a taekwondo school. I didn't play too many sports growing up. After school, I would go straight to taekwondo, and that was my life. Alongside taekwondo, I was also playing a lot of chess. When I was 17 years old, I had a rating of 1900, and yep, taekwondo and chess was my life. The biggest wake-up call, turning 27. All these skills that I spent like all my life working on would probably never see its full potential, especially at the rate that I'm doing them right now. In my early 20s, I always thought that, eventually I'll do something with taekwondo and chess. Like, I really just hate the idea that I'm just wasting all that potential. But ever since going to college, graduating, getting a job, I've honestly just forgotten about those dreams, and it's like, where do they go? I know it's gonna be a lot harder to spend time in my hobbies in my 30s, and that's why with 3 years to go, this is one last push to maybe make something come out of my interests. In video games, your player has stats, and maxing out the stats is how to win the game. Your work, your hobbies, your fitness, all of these things make up your stats in real life. And I don't know, I don't want any regrets when I'm older. In 3 years, a lot could change. This feeling that I'm racing against time kind of started more recently. I was looking at the Olympics and I was just thinking about, my past doing taekwondo, and I just started thinking about like my body. Chess, there's not so much of a race against time because you could really do chess till you're old, but things related to your strength and your body, there really is a body clock for that. Yeah, thinking of aging is a crazy thing. I only started doing this more recently, but the idea that your body has a physical peak and a prime, and eventually you're gonna start going on a downhill slope, that kind of scares me, but it does teach me to be present in the moment, not take my health for granted. So in an effort to keep my chess hobby alive, I registered for a chess tournament that's happening today near Washington Square Park. This is my first time doing anything like this. Honestly, I'm pretty excited. There's even a grandmaster that's gonna join. So I'm gonna be leaving for this pretty soon, in like an hour, for my chess tournament on a Friday night. This is what I'm doing this evening. I don't think I could film, but I'm gonna bring this camera instead. They're the sponsor of today's video, Insta360 Go 3S. I love this line of cameras. It's so convenient. An amazing feature is that this camera shoots in 4K, and it really is the most convenient, tiny action camera I've ever seen. You could detach it like this, and it comes with a lot of accessories, but my favorite one is this necklace. So you wear it like this, put it inside, and then you just snap it on, and then you can take 4K footage from this tiny camera. It's so low key, and even holding it like this, I could properly vlog. This camera has flow state stabilization and horizontal lock, so your footage will always be super smooth. It's so lightweight, portable. This is a magnet, so it could actually attach to anything. I am by the water right now. You can get real creative shots, like attaching it to this metal rod. So if you're looking for a super convenient action camera, vlog camera, I love this camera series. And again, 4K really is game changer because I do film in 4K with this camera. So being able to switch back and forth depending on my needs, truly a game changer. Guys, you can check out the Go 3S in the link down in my description. Thank you Insta360 for sponsoring this video. It's crazy how popular chess has become, like among my peers, people my age. Because let me tell you, when I was in high school doing chess tournaments on the weekends, it was a pretty nerdy thing, I would say, to be doing chess. But I feel like ever since like Queen's Gambit, ever since COVID, Twitch streamers, chess is like so popular now and everyone's playing chess. It's cool. I just wish that energy was there when I was younger. All right, I'm headed to the tournament, the chess tournament. It's near Washington Square Park. This is my first time joining a chess tournament since high school. Pretty nervous, but I'm excited to play. The time control is 3 minutes. Each side gets 3 minutes plus 2 seconds every time you move. The age range was crazy. There were little kids and there were also people over 50, over 60, but all of them were good. I went on chess.com after because I was pretty motivated, but I've been thinking about live streaming myself playing chess, like against you guys, or you could watch. If you're into chess, comment below. So that chess tournament, I played 9 games. I did so bad. I won 1 and I drew 3, lost 5 games. It was pretty demotivating, I'd say. But you know, it's been like 10 years since I last joined any type of chess tournament, so it's not that surprising. I am glad that I did it. Definitely a super random thing to just join a chess tournament that I find on Google. It's nice to keep some things as hobbies. There's something really nice about having taekwondo and chess and having no intention to ever monetize it. And if there's anything that I learned from going from full-time coding, if you have a hobby that you could possibly make money from, I would say don't be in a rush to make that into your full-time income. You know, most people don't like their jobs, so you might as well make your job something that you don't mind not liking. I've been trying to implement more kicking and stretching in my day-to-day fitness routine because I'll do like weightlifting and stuff. The last time I did taekwondo seriously was in college. I did taekwondo for BU, which means we would join these college sparring tournaments. I didn't really take taekwondo that seriously in college, and one of my biggest regrets at college was not pursuing taekwondo more seriously. I would just join for the tournaments. I wasn't really training because I was focusing on other stuff like videos and coding and stuff like that, and I'm trying to fix that now. There's this nice little studio space in this new gym that I joined, and it's pretty empty around noon, so I'm here. I'm trying to practice more kicks, the type of kicks that you would see like on Netflix shows, martial arts movies. I would say my biggest dream for martial arts isn't like the Olympics, although I would love to do taekwondo Olympics. But you know, realistically, I think I would love to just be casted as a person doing martial arts, not like acting because I really can't act, but like some type of martial arts display. And I'm gonna work on some kicks just in case someone that's watching this would hire me.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a fainting to a step and a kicking from the hip, everybody was kung fu fighting.
Things I wish I knew in my early 20s. Number 1, don't compare yourself to others. It's really easy with social media and pretty much everyone being on social media now and everyone's making content. It's really easy to compare yourself to others and get discouraged by that. But as I've gotten older, the reality of it is that pretty much everybody's trying to figure out life. More people than you would think are just completely lost in their 20s. So just focus on your own journey and remember that not everyone had the same starting points in life. And rather than comparing yourself to others, compare yourself now to where you were at before. And I think that would bring you a lot more peace. Next, I would say if you're in your earlier 20s, take risks now. There's this quote, if nothing changes, nothing changes. That quote, actually, I do need to remind myself once in a while because I'm a man of routine and I can get very comfortable in my current situation. So yeah, if you're earlier in your 20s, take risks now while you're young, while you have freedom. But I would say the main one, don't be in a rush to make money and monetize your passion. After YouTube was making some money, I was so quick to quit my last job. But in hindsight, I honestly could have done my coding job a lot longer. Work is just work now, and you're always gonna wanna clock out at some point. Peace.